consents this bride to be married today?
Her family and I do.
Kenneth and Hannah have asked me to welcome you all here and to thank you for being here to share in the celebration of their marriage. We'll start the ceremony with a first reading.
If I speak with human tongues and angelic as well, but do not have love, I am a noisy gong, a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and full knowledge, and comprehend all mysteries, if I have faith great enough to move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give everything I have to feed the poor and hand over my body to be burned, but have not love, I have gained nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not jealous. It does not put on airs. It is not snobbish. Love is never rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not prone to anger. Neither does it brood over injury. Love does not rejoice in what is wrong, but rejoices with the truth. There is no limit to love's forbearance, its trust, its hope, its power to endure. Love never fails. Prophecies will cease. Tongues will be silent. Knowledge will pass away. There are in the end three things that last: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love.
And the second reading is an Indian love poem.
It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dreams, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow. If you have been opened by life's betrayals, or have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it, fade it, or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own. If you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes, without cautioning us to be careful, be realistic, or to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself. You can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. I want to know if you can be faithful and therefore be trustworthy. I want to know if you can see the beauty even when it is not pretty every day. And if you can source your life on the edge of the lake and shout out to the silver of the full moon. It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after a night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done for the children. It doesn't interest me to know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustained you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you are truly like the company you keep in the empty moments.
We're going to exchange vows. Responses on that. Good. Kenneth, will you have Hannah as your wife to live together in marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, and honor her, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, as long as you both shall live? I will. Hannah, will you have Kenneth as your husband, to live together in marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, and honor him, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Okay. Kenneth, please repeat after me. I, Kenneth, take you, Hannah,
I, Kenneth, take you, Hannah,
to be my wife, my friend, and my love,
to be my wife, my friend, and my love,
to share my life with yours,
to share my life with yours,
to build our dreams together,
to build our dreams together,
while allowing you to grow with your dreams,
while allowing you to grow with your dreams,
to support you in times of trouble,
to support you in times of trouble,
and rejoice with you in times of happiness,
and rejoice with you in times of happiness,
to treat you with respect, love, and loyalty,
to treat you with respect, love, and loyalty,
through all the trials and triumphs of our lives together.
through all the trials and triumphs of our lives together.
This commitment is made in love,
This commitment is made in love,
kept in faith,
kept in faith,
lived in hope,
lived in hope,
and eternally made new.
and eternally made new.
Hannah, will you please repeat after me? I, Hannah, take you, Kenneth,
I, Hannah, take you, Kenneth,
to be my husband, my friend, and my love,
to be my husband, my friend, and my love,
to share my life with yours,
to share my life with yours,
to build our dreams together,
to build our dreams together,
while allowing you to grow with your dreams,
while allowing you to grow with your dreams,
to support you in times of trouble,
to support you in times of trouble,
and rejoice with you in times of happiness,
and rejoice with you in times of happiness,
to treat you with respect, love, and loyalty,
to treat you with respect, love, and loyalty,
through all the trials and triumphs of our lives together.
through all the trials and triumphs of our lives together.
This commitment is made in love,
This commitment is made in love,
kept in faith,
kept in faith,
lived in hope, and eternally made new.
and eternally made new.
From the earliest times, the circle has been a symbol of completeness, a symbol of committed love. An unbroken and never-ending circle symbolizes a commitment of love that is also never-ending. While each of you looks at these rings, I hope you will be reminded of the commitment to love each other which you have made today. Kenneth, please place this ring on Hannah's finger and repeat after me. Hannah, I give you this ring
Hannah, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow,
as a symbol of my vow,
and with all that I am
and with all that I am,
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I honor you.
I honor you.
Hannah, please place this ring on Kenneth's finger and repeat after me. Kenneth, I give you this ring
Kenneth, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow,
as a symbol of my vow,
and with all that I am
and with all that I am,
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I honor you.
I honor you.
Would you like to kiss me?
The end of the walk. What happened? Were you up?
So much. I'm happy to be here.
Hello. I gotta get pictures.
We're gonna do some pictures after this.
Well, I hope you guys couldn't have planned it.
Enjoyed the whole time.
Yours soon.
Jess.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so shy. Look
Thank
at
you.
that. You're How was bridge jumping?
You clean up well out of your bathing suit.
I'm still upset I didn't do it.
I was counting on you. You were there. You were ready for it.
I didn't
She
cry.
went bridge jumping also.
You did?
Yeah, we got him into the water. Thank you.
And over here, she can try to get that.
Work it out.
Why don't you all wait in the shade? It'll be a lot more comfortable. We're going to take the pictures in the shade anyway.
Thank you so much.
You guys have any comments?
She blew my mind. I thought she'd lose it and cry, and she didn't. She's stronger than I thought.
I practiced for a year. All right.
If she's this tough on this day, I'm in for a long haul.
Once I got through the ceremony, though, I'm like, I can cry all I want.
I'm holding the group up, but he's taking a
Oh, you
picture.
just
No,
keep
he's
going.
just
He's just filming. He's filming.
Thank you, Loris. Thank you for bringing your family. I'm so happy you guys are here.
What a great necklace. Oh, thank you. What a
Thank
great
you.
dress.
I will, I promise.
Thank you so much for coming home. I said everybody's going to have They said you were quiet. You kept the party. You and Bonnie kept the party.
Hello, my new friends, family. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be part of it. Thank you. Well, thank you very, very much. I would like it. Okay, well, I'll get rid of it as soon as I can. It's all stuff you want to say? Grandma.
I'm shocked that I made it crying.
Made in the movies, the setting is wonderful. And
There's another bride. I didn't meet you last night. I'm Hannah's mom, Whitby. Oh, Barbie. Nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you guys so much.
It was very beautiful.
Well, we have the perfect vineyard day for this.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. It was meant.
Very excited about that.
Anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say? I think this has been the most beautiful wedding I've ever been to. And I can't think of two people I would rather see getting married than Kenny and Hannah.
That's what you meant?
Perfect. Great.
I hope. Donnie did a great job. He spoke and I thought that's a huge thing. I can hear it in him. He did a great job. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much. I'm so happy you guys.
Look at you!
Do you have a kiss?
You give Grandpa a kiss?
Thank you. we pick up the conversation back?
His mother, Whitney Brooks. And I want to thank you all for coming. I know that the Vineyard is not the easiest place to come for a wedding, but there's a long family tradition on this island, starting with my family. In 1648, and continuing on with the Brookses, the nouveau arrivés who came to the island in the mid-1800s. I was married here myself 35 years ago, and it's with great pleasure that I welcome you all and thank you for the extra effort you made to be part of this. Each and every one of you has been asked because we love you and because you've been part of forming two of the most beautiful people I know in the world, Hannah and Kenny. Now, the Brooks girls have been busy over the winter, and at your table you will find a little something to take with you. This is not a Martha Stewart effort. It's sort of like Crafts 101, but we thought you'd enjoy this. And because we have not had a lot of religion in this ceremony, I would like to start this meal with a prayer. And I've asked our next door neighbor, Reverend Robert Hammett, if he would please say the blessing. Bob?
I think we go back to about the middle of the 1700s. Let us pray. Oh God, we have so much to be thankful for a perfect vineyard day. For family and friends who have ventured far, for many gifts of food, friendship, love, all celebrated and symbolized here in this great feast. Particularly, we give you thanks for all the things that drew Hannah and Kenneth together, that helped them find each other. And now we ask that their life may be a feast and a gift to the world.
And I believe that we have at least a couple of people that want to make some toasts. So I'm going to ask Megan Brooks if she would come up.
Hi, I'm Hannah's sister, so I've known her pretty much her entire life. All these wonderful phases that she has gone through, some of which I would like to draw to your attention. The phase where she, for quite some time when she was, 2 to 4, called everyone she met a very, male or female, a very naughty bad girl. Then there were a few years where she introduced herself to everyone as Danielle Poole. We had a babysitter named Danielle who coincidentally had a pool, so Hannah just sort of adopted that. We've all had them, the bad music years, with NKOTB and also the wonderful tape that was just Stairway to Heaven again and again and again and again. It made car rides really fun. Let's see, there was also, well, we've also had all of these, the bad haircut years. But luckily for Hannah and Kenny, theirs are on display, those pictures right back there. So I'd highly recommend checking those out. But I would have to say, of all these phases and all of the years that I've known Hannah, the years that she has known Kenny, I have never seen her more glowing or happy, which is pretty understandable because Kenny's one of the most charming, wonderful, intelligent people I've ever met, with that goofy smile. And he actually reminds me a lot of all of the absolutely wonderful things that people have told me about our father. Koino was with us here today and smiling down on you two and wishing you what I'm wishing you right now, which is a wonderful, joyous, happy journey together. So, to Hannah and Kenny.
For those of you who don't know me or didn't meet me in the receiving line, I'm Rush Taylor. This is probably my second time on the vineyard, so I don't have quite the same history that Russ has, but that's okay. I first met Kenny when we were 14, freshmen at Andover. And to tell you the truth, when we first met each other, I didn't like him. He kind of thought I was an arrogant jock, which it probably isn't far from the truth. And I thought he was a dork. And that's probably not far off either. So, it's just one of those things. But on the plane ride here, I was trying to write out a speech and I wrote one version, didn't like it very much. Wrote a second version, didn't like that one very much. And finally I just said, you know what? Let me sit back and think about this. And I just thought about all the good things that have come from me knowing Kenny. And it started out with that first year at Andover where literally 90% of the nights I slept in his room on his futon and he slept on a bunk up above me, and I did no homework. I played water polo and I would sit there and bother Kenny while he was trying to do homework. So all those years that he didn't get good grades in high school, it was probably my fault. And I'll take the blame for that, I have no problem. But at Andover, we spent our senior year living in a very small room together in Tea House, and literally, it was the greatest year of my life. Yeah, my fondest memories come from Kenny. Every time I think about all the good times we had together, it's very sad for me, but at the same time happy to kind of have him leaving this part of my life. From Tea House to ballooning, the month-long road trip that actually a couple people here were on with us, where we traveled all over the U.S., stopping in cities along the way, seeing my parents, going to Idaho, to Portland. Then you move on to GW, where I spent a good 3 years, I guess, staying in his room there. Basically his roommate, but I didn't have to pay rent, so it was best of both worlds. Really, Kenny has achieved the ultimate goal as a friend. He has made me want to become and be a better person. And for that, I can't thank him enough. On the other hand, Hannah, I haven't known quite as long, maybe 7 years now. We haven't had a lot of time lately to spend some quality time together, but I'm pretty sure that today will serve as definitive proof for her that Kenny and I are not gay.
He's trying to talk me into it, but yeah.
Well, I'm Janice Houston Larkin, and I'm Kenny's oldest aunt, which my 4 siblings constantly remind me. So I just wanted to come up and say a few words about some of our family traditions, because I think it's really interesting that maybe this union was fated back in the 1600s. Because our family has, and it's in a safety deposit box, a compass that was brought over on the Mayflower with our family, and my father was the recipient of it and has passed it on. So we feel, I think, sort of a connection always to New England, and when my husband and I moved to the Cape, I certainly felt that. So I think it's really wonderful that Kenny and Hannah have come together. Kenny's always been, I've obviously known him since he was born, and Kenny's always been one of the people in the family that we had very high expectations for, and I think he's certainly met them for us. My brother, his uncle, who's the only one of the siblings not here, who lives in Oklahoma, was an Air Force pilot who flew combat missions during Vietnam. My father was a World War II pilot who flew combat missions during World War II, and his father, our grandfather, and Kenny's great-grandfather, was one of the pioneers of lighter than air in this country. So we have a long history of service to the country in our family, and we're very proud of it, and we're very proud of Kenny. And Hannah, we're very, very glad to have you in the family, and we were thrilled to see that you were wearing my mother's wings on your wedding gown. So thank you very much.
Well, as my Aunt Mariah would say, I need to say aunt, not aunt, because God forbid we should refer to her as an aunt. But I am Hannah's oldest aunt, and I would like to propose a toast to Hannah and Kenny. When I first heard that Hannah was getting married, my initial reaction was, oh my God, she's so young. She can't do this. And then I met Kenny, and I thought, well, this makes sense. They're like 2 peas in a pod. And they just seem perfect for each other. So I'm very happy that he's joining our family. And last night, he was given a tradition that is passed on in the Brooks family. He now is the proud owner of his own bathrobe, which is inscribed with his name, which will hang in a special spot for him in Cousins Corners on East Chop. And I'm a Look, not a Brooks, and now I'm a Geeman because I got married. I'm very happy to say happened here on Martha's Vineyard 24 years ago in September, and we actually had our wedding reception at this very hotel. Our reception was on the porch and in the room right behind the space where Hannah and Kenny were married. So this has been very special for me to be back here again on such a beautiful day. But I thought I would start my own tradition for Look, Brooks, whatever, weddings. So Kenny, I need you to come up here. And when Stuart and I were married, Stuart's family is Jewish. We got married in the Hebrew Center in Vineyard Haven, which most of his friends thought once the wedding was over, they would take the star down and would go back to being a Baptist or Episcopalian church, whatever it was, because it certainly didn't look like any temple that they had ever been in. And just before we were heading off to the service, I can't remember which one of us ran up to Whiffy, but we said, we need a glass, we need a glass. So Whiffy went into the house at Cousins Corners and picked out a glass that she thought no one would miss because she was petrified that she would incur the wrath of her mother-in-law. So she picked a glass that had very, very thick, heavy glass at the bottom of it. And there's a tradition in a Jewish wedding that the groom is supposed to break a glass which symbolizes the breaking of the temple, and then the coming together again and the rebuilding of the temple. And for years and years after our wedding, Megan always celebrated weddings by saying, now step on the glass, now you're married. When Stuart went to step on the glass at our wedding, this glass was very hard and it shot out from under his feet and inserted itself into the crowd, and we had to go scurrying around trying to find it. And the rabbi got it and picked it up and put it back under Stuart's foot and pointed to exactly where he was supposed to step to break the glass. And the glass was broken, our marriage was consecrated, and 24 years later, we're still here and happy to drink a toast to you. So I asked Scott Brooks to give me a glass from Cousin's Corners, which I have here, and I'm going to wrap it in a cloth and have Kenny consecrate your wedding. Right here.
I'm the buffoon who couldn't break the glass. You know, it's so amazing that think back 24 years ago, Ken and I were here celebrating our wedding and all these things. It's just so hard to fathom that it's been nearly a quarter century. Until I think about all the things that have changed, all the people that have come and gone in our lives, all the kids that have grown up, gotten married, all the changes in us, mostly in me, not Hannah. The hair's grayer, thinner, the knees don't work so well. Lots of things don't work, but there's been a lot of change. Our marriages changes too. I mean, it's 24 years. I look back and it's different every year. It's alive, much like the people. Maybe that's natural. It's about people. Breathes and renews and remakes itself all the time. And this is probably why it can be such a great thing, so beautiful. Some people say it's hard work. I don't know about that. I think it's complicated and deserves your attention all the time, but I don't know about the hard work part. In any case, against all good reason, common sense, I'm going to give some advice about marriage of all things. I'd like to say this. Treat it as something alive, breathing and changing. Maybe in the best of worlds, something that's always young, a young child that never grows up. Much like my Jessie. Something that always deserves your best effort, your constant attention, and I think you'll do well. Kenny, as for your Hannah, that's my Hannah, as for your Hannah, I have to say I've grown very fond of her through the years, and that's actually saying something. She grew up beating me up on the basketball court, defeating me in every manner of athletic competition, and had the maddening habit of pretending like she didn't care. Worse yet, I think she didn't care. She's a jock, as you know. She's beautiful, especially tonight. She's smart, and she's a terrific person. So to the pilot, I'd like to say, precious cargo. We've stamped her, handle with care, and we have great faith in you, Kenny. We should actually toast to something. So how about to coming back here? Let's make a date 24 years from now. Let's celebrate two alive, breathing, forever young marriages that are always exciting.
Ben Collins. I went to school with both Hannah and Kenny, and I think it probably could be lucky. At the time, it certainly was almost considered unlucky to Kenny. And I
certainly got a talking to once or twice by Hannah in my time that I've known them. But I want to say that I think I've been pretty lucky in that I was able to watch this from the beginning. I'm going to tell two really quick stories. One, the first is we were coming back from, we all went out to a place called Ozio in Washington, D.C., a cigar bar. And everybody was having a good time. Kenny was there to look after me, I think, make sure I didn't do anything stupid. And as we got done the night, we came to the corner in Washington, in the middle of our campus, where the girls would go off to their dorm, and Kenny and I went back to our apartment. And everybody was saying goodnight, and Hannah was giving the perfunctory kisses to myself and to everybody else. And then she went to kiss Kenny goodnight, and there was a definite linger there that none of us had gotten. And as Kenny and I walked away, I turned and I said, Ken, what was that? I don't know. So that was the very beginning, and we both said, uh-oh, this is, uh-oh. So I'm going to say probably a couple weeks later, Kenny was off to go someplace. I'd just seen Hannah and Kenny. They were friends hanging out, doing their little study thing. And we're still friends. And I left my apartment and I was cutting through a little sideway of our apartments that we'd always take a little shortcut to get up to campus. And as I crested around the last car, I see Hannah and Kenny in the middle of the parking lot in a full embrace. This was a real kiss. And as I walked literally from here almost to the pool around them, they didn't see me. They didn't even know I was there. So I had to actually double back around all the buildings and come in behind them. So when Hannah went out, Kenny waited, and then Kenny went out. I came up and I said, I saw that, Kenny. So I consider myself very lucky to be here to finally see this thing come full circle. We've been at it for many years, and may you always find comfort.
Unexpected. I'm not on the list of guest speakers, but I have to tell you, Kenny, whatever you want to call him, has always been very warm, very affectionate. I remember the times that I sat down and told him how to be very careful of the girls who tried to get him to get married, you know, so be very, very careful. I was cautioning him. But he was very careful because now he has Hannah. And I have to tell you, the sweetest words you'll ever hear is Grandma, Grandpa, and that's worth waiting for. And we love you both.
I don't know.
Good try, Scott.
What are you saying about that?
See you too, Jason.
What a wimp.
People that we know are just passing fancies, and they come real low. But oh, my dear, I love this ship to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time that you brought to me couple, to stay. Oh, because our love is here to stay.
Let's hear it for John.
When I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you, and just the way you look tonight.
On your way? A little bit, sorry. Don't worry about it.
Yes, you're lovely, with your smile so warm, and your cheeks so soft. There ain't nothing for me but to love you, and the way you look tonight. With each word, tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose, it touches my foolish heart. Yes, you're lovely. Don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Baby, please arrange it, 'cause I love you. And just the way you look tonight. With each word, tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose, it touches my foolish heart. It's so lovely. Don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Darling, please arrange it, 'cause I love you. And just the way you look tonight. The way you look tonight. That's why I'll always stay around. You are the apple of my eye. Forever you stay in my soul. Feels like this is the beginning. Though I've loved you for a million years, if I got down love was in there, I find myself drowning in my own tears. Whoa, you are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always stay around. You are the apple of my eye. Forever you'll stay in my soul. You must have known that I was lonely. Yeah, we got you. Because you came to my rescue. I know that this must be heaven. How could so much love be inside of you? It happened. You are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always stay around. Ooh, you are the apple of my eye. Forever you stay in my soul.
So many people have stepped on it, I think it's broken.
Under my skin, I've got you deep in the heart of me, so deep in my heart that you're really part of me. I've got you under my skin. I've tried so not to give. I said to myself, this affair will never go so well. Or why should I try to resist when, baby, I know so well that I've got you under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything from nothing might for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice. It comes in the night, it repeats in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality.
It's on autofocus.
But each time I do, one of you makes me stop before I begin, because I've got you under my skin. voice. Here comes in the night, it repeats how it yells in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, ain't no chance to win. Why not use your mentality? Get up, step up to reality. And each time that I do, the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. Because I've got you under my skin. Yes, I like you when you're under my skin.
Okay, get out of my face, motherfucker.
I think if I tie the end of it.
Yeah, I got plenty.
Who opened my...
Every time it rains, it's gonna rain. Pennies from heaven. Don't you know each one contains pennies from heaven. You hear your fortune falling all over the town. Be sure your umbrella is sitting there and it's one side down. Trade them for the package of some sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love.
I think you better slow that Mustang down. A Mustang Sally. I think you better slow that Mustang down. Wiping nose, weeping eyes. One of these early mornings. Woo!
gonna be wiping your weeping eyes.
Give him a big hand, everybody. What a nice job. All right.
Why not?
Right there.
Why not? You're gonna be an asshole. Be an asshole with your friends.
And we're on camera.
Thanks for getting
Thanks
that
to
on
all.
camera.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
That was great.
Okay. Thank you.
I mean, we're thinking of taking it on the road.
I think you found your calling.
They're like, all right, we'll sing, but we don't know the words. So he's telling us the words, and then we're singing. Hey, if you gotta make it happen, you gotta make it happen.
What's up?
Can I get a...
Please. My 13-year-old friend right here. We got him drunk last night. He's smoking cigars tonight. You know, what else can you ask for? Right? Good? What do you think? Do you want a drink now? Because, I mean, we got some here. Yeah. Jesse's looking.
Yeah, but if you get used to it, I'm sure you could, like, enjoy the taste of it. Like, it's not bad.
It's electric.
No, it's alright. I don't know the song. My
Sure
bad.
you do.
We're gonna make it.
All right. Little tongue action.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Wait, get this one.
That's good, Jeanette. Jeanette.
Nice job, this one.
That was pathetic.
I don't really know what's gonna happen to you, baby, but I do know that I want you. I need to do just something to get closer to your soul. You do know that I want you. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout.
Interview Andrew. No interviewing. No. What?
Will you tease me with your love and to play hard to get, girl? Cause you do know that I love it. Need to do just something to get closer to your soul. You do know that I want you. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground.
Beautiful wedding.
most gorgeous wedding. Beautiful setting. Not enough.
Come on! Come on!
I'm enjoying the wedding. How you doing?
Looks like you are.
We're having a good time. We don't dance well, so we stick over here.
How much have you guys had to drink?
No, it's time that we came out as a couple, I think. So. Yeah, we've had a little bit.
A little.
How much have you had to drink?
A little bit.
A little bit. All right.
How do you guys know?
We went to George Washington University with Hannah.
Oh, really? I'm your cousin.
Nice to meet you.
Jesse, that's this guy.
What's your name?
My name's Jack Green. I'm Barbie's husband, Kenny's cousin. Maybe in a few, but she's got a partner right this minute, and they're enjoying themselves. So I am too. Watching.
Do know that I want you. Let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground, let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground, let's dance.
What do you guys think of the
Let's
wedding?
shout.
We love it. Had a great time.
Let's shout. Shake it over.
Now, we don't think much of the groom, but we really like the bride. She's very attractive.
Shake it over.
She's hot.
Shake it over.
I'll bet you you're DeWalt. Well, I heard about you. I heard you were taking pictures of Jack Haney.
Nice to meet you.
Dr. Wine and I are partners.
Okay,
Yeah.
very nice. And you are?
This is Summer.
Summer, nice to meet you.
And she's from New Zealand.
Really?
Yes.
What's your relation?
That'll be enough out of you, young man.
How are you doing?
It's been such a great night tonight. The bride and the groom are about to get out of here. They're about to leave. So give them one more big round of applause tonight. What a beautiful night. Good luck to you.
Hey! How bungle you?
Remember that sex can be dangerous?
Yeah, it might hurt the first time.
Oh, I went down.
I like it.
I've been really trying. I've been trying to hold that baby so very long. And it feel like I feel.
Look, all we have to say is happy we're bonded. We're good. We're doing good. It's almost over.
Oh my god. Can you stand there?
Let's go, sugar. Let's get on.
Megan, love the camera. Love it.
Oh, big love to it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sensitive. There's so much to give. Understand the sugar.
You know what? It's been so long
Since we get to be I love you.
don't need brides. You
Maybe next
worry
time.
about
Nothing wrong with me loving you. Baby, no, 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 no. And giving yourself to me could never be wrong. If the love is true, is your love true? Come on.
Wow.
I know you know.
How did that happen?
What I've been dreaming of. My whole body wants to feel I won't push you, baby. Come on. Come
Oh.
on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby.
I love you too, Jane.
Stop beating around the bush. Hey, yeah, let's get it on.
Love you too. Thanks, Jack.
So instead, Kenny, I have to go for the shock map.
Let's love people. Let's get it on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's get it on.
Are you filming people with that? I started showing her groups.
Let's get it on.
I just have to have you guys within like a certain
Megan's coming in here.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Alright, I gotta get going, kids.
Hey, we're taking off.
That's why we hired the professional. That's why we brought the big guns in for the night. They got all of them.
I thought you were my age.
Oh, for God's sake, that's not over.
That's, well, you know what, that's that, everybody that I work with in Vegas.
Is that lady a little upset?
Oh,
hey.
No,
I was being, there's one more song.
I'd rather go back to my room with Hannah.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't get that on tape? Oh, damn.
That's good to remember.
Thanks, Bert. Thank you so happy about it. Thanks for being here for it. Okay. All right.
I've been practicing.
Fly into the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words,
I would love it. You know what? She's my sister. You're our sister. You're my family.
fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all
Especially with all the spills. 4 years. I told Kenny, I said, I love you. You're my brother. And I hate missing you so I see him now.
Let me swing up there with no stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In a world,
Love it!
why don't you fill my heart with song? Let me sing forevermore. You are
Lovely County of Lamoille, where we grew up.
worship.
Oh, Aaron, look.
Turn
around.
No, I hate you.
I don't know.
You find out where we're going to
I
town.
thought we were dancing.
I was having a great time. I don't know.
I thought we were dancing, so I figured
Apparently we're done.
Just getting it.
Oh my God, calm down, buddy. Oh my God.
Which one?
He's a vineyard firm. Well, I thought he was our navigator. So
If you point him out to me, I'll tell you.
Oh, no, nothing like that.
See you later, guys. Take care.
An encore should have gone, all right? You were so
Five eight.
Jess, you gotta come in here.
We should bring your car up.
What, me? Me?
No. Give it to DeWall. Give it to DeWall.